let you know what you're working on. And go back here and get this code and put this right down. Actually, I need to get that other snippet again. Get this snippet and put it right here under replace. So just to walk through what this should be doing, we're creating this string variable. It's a local variable, and we're assigning hello world to it, and then we are writing that variable to our console, or to our program console that pops up. And then we have this new variable called trimmed greeting, where we have the greeting, and then we execute the trim start method, which is going to trim these spaces. You see these spaces between the hello world, the beginning of hello world and the end of hello world. We don't want those spaces in there. So this is going to trim the beginning of that. And then this trimmed greeting here should trim the end of this off, all these spaces after the exclamation point and the quotation marks. And then greeting.trimmed should return trimmed both sides of it automatically. And then string say hello world. This one, we are creating this variable hello world, and then we're printing it out to the console again, and we're going to say hello, but we're going to dot replace. So we are going to replace hello with greetings, and this is the syntax for doing a replace on there. And then these last two are methods to upper, which will convert the string to uppercase. If you see I'm hovering over it here, it tells you what it does. It returns a copy of this string converted to uppercase. And then this bottom one down here says it returns a copy of a string to lowercase. And the replace returns a new string in which all the occurrences of specific string in this current instance are replaced with another specific string. So we're going to go ahead and run this and see what we get. So if we look here, we see this first one it prints out our hello world with all the spaces, just like that right there. And then the second one, it returns our trim start, which it trims the beginning of our variable there, and then our trim end, which trims off the spaces at the end of our variable, and then our trim trims both sides of it simultaneously. And then when we look at replace down here, we can see that in the replace, it printed our hello world again, like it is right there. And then that's the replaced greeting is greetings. Instead of hello world, we have greetings. And then we have it print out uppercase greetings world, and we have it print out a lowercase version of the same variable. So go ahead and close that. And I'm gonna go ahead and highlight these. And I'm going to comment these out again. And we're going to go to the next section. This is going to do a search and replace operation to find text in a string. And let's go ahead and go over here. And it's angry at me. Let me remove that. I commented out too much, and it was causing an error. It wouldn't let me run. It would not have let me run that. So let me put that error back in, and I don't think it'll let me run it now. Yeah, see, I'm going to build error, and that's because I've got this little piece of red right here. But the error is not happening down here. It's actually happening up here because I have this bracket commented out. And so I'm going to go back up here. I'm going to paste in my code. And here we are using the dot contains to return a value indicated whether a specific substring occurs within a string. So we are looking for a string within our variable, and that string is goodbye. And then down here, we're looking for this string greetings within this up here. So we're going to run this. And because this is a Boolean, you see here bool string contains, so it's going to give us a true or false value. And because the first line, the line that we're looking at, does contain goodbye, it gives us a true value. And the second line that we're comparing it to, this up here, it does not contain that. It gives us a false value. So let's go ahead and see. Here are two more methods that you can implement, which are starts with and ends with, which are similar to contains. And you can try those out on your own. You should also get a Boolean response on that. So this is the example code for that, and we'll go put that over here, and we'll run that again in our IDE. You're already seeing there's some what I like to call red ramen or squiggly lines on here. If you hover over this, it's going to give you an explanation of what this is. It says a local variable or function named song lyrics is already defined in this scope. And that's simply saying you already have this variable here, and I don't like that. So I want you to get rid of it or comment it out, which I can comment it out and this error will go away. So if I uncomment that and I have both there and I try to run this, I get an error and it won't let me run it. So I go back over here, I'm going to comment this out. Let's say maybe I want to go back and use that at some later date. I go ahead and comment it out, and now I run it, and we get our response for our starts with and ends with. So it's looking at these statements to see if it has u, which it does, so it responds true, which is our Boolean value. It's looking if it starts with a u, and look to see if it starts with a goodbye, which it doesn't. Goodbye is not at the beginning, so that's false. And then it's looking at if it ends with hello, which is true because it ends with hello, and it's looking to see if it ends with goodbye, which it does not, which is false. So our code ran perfectly here. And let's go back over and see if there's anything else to do with this challenge. No, it says congratulations. This is your Hello C# tutorial, and it's all done. So if you have any more questions about this, you can put them in Slack, or you can reach out to me at whatever method you have available. And we can also discuss this more next week if you'd like. Thanks for listening.